Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What?
Last time on Yammy Noob, the rocket had a few problems.
Yeah, you know, like it's a very different experience than Jesus, your traditional sport bike or something like that, but it's not gonna scare you. What's going on? Why did it just die? That was the Rocket 3 ride. I now have a giant problem.
We're gonna try to diagnose them in today's episode.
Another one bites the dust. Another Triumph bites the dust. Yeah, it seems like anytime that I touch a Triumph, something goes wrong. As you guys saw, Spike, why don't you get in here? Let's tell the people what's going on. Who would have thought another Triumph with problems, right?
Yeah, so I get a message in Slack that's like, yeah, so the rocket broke down on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And that was like, okay, well, I guess you're calling a tow truck.
Yeah, because a big bike like this, as complicated as it is, I did not want to diagnose it on the side of the road. And it's a loaner bike from Eurocycle, so I really wanted to take a no-touch approach to it. So we had it towed back here to the shop, and then it spent a couple days because we are very busy here doing other stuff. I was like, I do not have time to worry about this Rocket 3. And then Spite and I, we cracked open the seat to try to diagnose it, and we found a little something, didn't we?
Yeah, so we're gonna show you here real quick, but basically the entire fuel circuit is got a big flat short in it, and we can't figure out where, so off to the dealership it shall go.
Yeah, actually, let's show you guys one of these fuses blowing up, because it's kind of crazy. All right, guys, so the Rocket 3, if we start it up here, and yes, we are indoors, but don't worry, it won't start. If it does start by some miracle, that would be awesome, because then this day is a lot shorter, but we'll see. But right now, because the fuel pump has a short in it, you'll see when we try to crank it, a lot of starter motor action, not a lot of fuel to start that whole process of the engine actually turning over. Very common problem. So,
don't you love when a bike that has like 29 miles on it makes that sound?
I do, yeah. I wish it was like my race bike where I could just jiggle this and then it would turn on. But it's not. So we'll open up the seat here. And the fuse box is already open because Spite and I were taking a look at it.
Yep. And so we're gonna pull a 7.5 amp fuse from the fuel, or from the headlights, because we don't need them. So we'll pop a 7.5 amp. We already blew the spare.
Yeah. So we've gone through 2 fuel fuses at this point.
And we're not about to throw a 25 amp fuse in there because the whole bike will catch on fire.
Easier with the multi-tool, but neither one of us remembered to bring one.
I know. Like I said, I feel so naked without mine. Okay, so this is a healthy fuse, what's got the little wave thing in the center of it. We're gonna put it into the fuel circuit right here.
Yep.
And then we're gonna keep the camera focused on there and watch for the pretty lights.
You'll see here, as soon as I flick this on, that was a different noise.
The fuel pump worked.
Yeah. Is it gonna turn on? It's gonna blow up. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What? What? It blew up last time.
It definitely blew up last time.
Oh my God. Whitney is just smiling ear to ear. What? We blew 2 of them.
We blew 2 of them.
Now the headlight doesn't work, but that's fine. We just need another fuse for that.
Well, it's like it's drawing less power now.
What on earth?
What if we put another 7.5 amp fuse in there and the whole thing stops working now?
You want to try another one?
Well, no, we need to go buy another one.
Oh, you think, we'll move this one into there. See if
I don't know what, this is the key fuse. So
that won't work if we do that.
Yeah, so we need to go get another little baby 7.5 amper.
You know what, this deserves more inspection. Let's go buy a bunch of fuses really quick and we'll come back, because this is hilarious. Now this bike works.
Honestly guys, we did not expect that to happen.
No, wow, okay, well let's go get more fuses and then maybe we don't have to trailer this thing to woods. That would be awesome.
That would be ideal.
Okay, one moment. I can't believe that. You drawing the demons out.
I'm just like, why is it working now?
I don't know, whatever. Let's
thing.
just go to AutoZone at this point.
Hey guys, did we get robbed?
No, we'll tell you guys about why there's nothing in here at another date. Don't worry.
Okay.
This truck going to go like solve some unknowable problem on a motorcycle.
It definitely happens a lot.
Like whenever the Hayabusa had a flat tire, and then the Gixxer's fuse box also blew up. The Fireblade.
Yup. That Fireblade was an interesting day. We were just like, So
I was like, am I just gonna have to buy another one? Oh my god. Okay. I really hope not. Oh, weird smelling. We need this size, yeah?
In different sizes. I think we just get...
This is 10 amp. That's the right size.
Yep.
We were only blowing 7.5s on that side, right?
Yes.
All the other bigger ones, we have spares and we're fine, so we don't need other ones.
We'd at least have one spare.
Yeah, church one. All right,
Okay.
just a 7s.
Yep. I hope. Fingers crossed.
30 Seconds to Mars playing right now.
I was just about to ask you.
Isn't Jared Leto screaming at me while it smells like paint thinners in here? Yeah, I feel like when the Triumph actually turned over and we moved the fuses, it's like there was just like a little Quest updated icon that hit over my head. Like I now had a new thing I needed to go do.
Gotta open up the journal. New line.
All right, we're back. We have fuses, and now we're gonna start doing some scientific testing.
Very scientific.
Yeah, let's open these up.
So I reinserted the fuse. We're missing all but the headlights. The fuel lamp, the 7.5 fuel lamp is right there. So we're gonna put one in there.
We're basically replicating the exact scenarios we did when we blew it up.
Yes.
7.5 going back in there.
Okay.
Now, when we flip this on, you should see a little spark right there. Let me make sure it's pushing all the way. It is. I hate this bike, dude.
No, that's not supposed. Try turning it over.
Yeah, watch. It's gonna fucking turn on.
Oh my
I
god.
hate this bike. I hate this bike. I hate this bike. Guys, we literally did this. Literally like a week ago. Sprite
Oh my
and I
God.
so I guess nothing's wrong with the Triumph.
Oh no, dude. The next time we go for a ride, it's gonna blow a fuse.
Yeah, well, we have to keep fuses on hand with it then.
Yeah.
All right, well, what do we do now?
Do we still want to take it to the dealership and be
It's
like,
clearly nothing's wrong with it, you know?
yeah.
You take it to the dealer, they're like, well, what's wrong with it? I'm like, oh, I don't know, it blew a fuse. They're like, okay, did you replace the fuse? Yeah, does it work? Yeah, why are you here?
Because we had to replace 4 fuses.
Yeah.
This is why hunting for electrical problems is such a pain in the ass, because if you take it to the dealership and be like, hey, it's working now, they're gonna be like, well, we can't replicate the fault.
Yeah.
I'll have $150 for the, diagnostics.
Yeah.
It's not throwing engine codes either. So,
Well, we do need to get it out of here today. It either goes to the dealership or it goes back to new Yami Noob HQ. So I think it can ride to Yami Noob HQ, personally.
okay.
I didn't bring my gear, but
I've got mine.
if you want to be the intrepid soul, I got the truck, so I'm going to take the trailer with me. So
Okay.
if you break down, we can easily pull over and get it on the trailer.
I'll keep the fuses in my pocket.
Yeah. All right, guys, so our current course of action now is going to be Spite is going to ride this around the block and see if it blows up a fuse before we decide to continue riding it or to take it to the dealership or whatever. So,
Because maybe if you're getting on the throttle, the system's working harder. I don't know. I got fuses in my pocket, so let's see what happens.
that's how fresh it is. Still got plastic on the case. We're also gonna see if it's like just me riding it, curses it and destroys it.
It's working.
It works. The only thing I can think of is maybe when, because it happened at Lime Creek when I was really cranking it over through corners, maybe something is happening and things are jostling around when it's going side to side. Maybe that's the problem. Must be. Well, folks, miraculously, the Rocket 3 made it back to the new Yami Noob HQ here. What? Okay, sure.
This is why, I said it earlier, but this is why diagnosing electrical problems is such a pain in the ass. Because clearly there was an electrical issue. We blew 2 fuses on this.
Yes. We were certain we would have to go up on the trailer today and go to the dealership.
Which, thank God, we did not have to, because this thing weighs so much, and getting it up on the trailer would have been...
Without any power.
Without any power would have been an event.
Yeah.
My theory is right now that probably what ended up happening is either the fuses were mislabeled at the factory and a 5 amp fuse was sleeved as a 7 amp fuse.
Conceivable.
Or it was just a bad 7 amp fuse and we had 2 bad ones.
Yeah.
The weird thing is we blew 2 fuses. We didn't just blow the one while you were out riding. We tested it and we watched it spark.
And so we're like, oh, it's messed up. Let's take it to the dealer.
Like we're not making this stuff up, guys.
Yeah.
And now it just seems to be working, which is really odd. We were talking that because you had the issue on Lime Creek, that you were thinking it might be because of shifting back and forth.
I think this, and I'm going to test it out later. Carry some spare fuses with me, obviously, just so I can get back. But I want to take it back to Lime Creek, run the road, flick it over side to side, see if it jostles something again and causes that short to happen. Because it's the only thing I can think of. That's when it happened. I was carving up some twisties and then it decided to just die.
Like maybe there's a kink in the harness at the neck or something. That actually happens a lot on bikes. It's just weird because I can't imagine why the fuel circuit would need to go up.
No, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's outside of my pay grade now to know why this motorcycle's not working, but apparently it works again. We're now just gonna keep riding it and enjoying it and making fun videos with it. There's a lot of videos we wanted to make with it. Turbo Busa versus Rocket 3, definitely. But otherwise, it's just gonna have a little baggie of spare fuses with it now. Because Triumph electrical issues, what? Come on, no way, right? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. But did you enjoy your ride back?
Yeah, it's a fun bike. It's got a ton of torque. And it's really weird because it's got that same sort of Harley power curve where there's like a ton of torque and then it just goes woo right off a cliff. It's an interesting ride for sure. I didn't think it was particularly comfortable was my thing. The seat wasn't doing it for me.
Well, I hate to inform you, that is a wrong opinion. I'm sorry.
Apparently.
It's a Triumph, so you can't say anything bad.
I do still want to try it with the mids though, one of these days. I know you're like, it's got to have the forwards.
We just have a fundamental difference about that with this type of bike. So I think this bike's perfect as is.
I really want to try it with the mids and see how it feels.
Because they got the R version with the mids that you could try.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a cool machine and it's so, like, the style of riding is so antithetical to motorcycling because it's a car engine essentially.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I mean, this has more displacement than my car.
Yes.
So it's got a lot going for it. It's a cool thing.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're gonna keep making content with the Rocket 3 now that it's up and running. If you have any ideas what could have possibly caused this, or if you're a Rocket 3 owner yourself and you have had something similar, let us know down in the comments. But I guess our Rocket 3 has fixed itself. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later.
Keep watching Yami Noob.